So this is a painting by Zhang Xuan. He is a Tang Dynasty court painter. And this painting is a Song Dynasty copy of the original Tang Dynasty painting. So the painting itself is from the 12th century, but you can imagine what they are representing as a dress is not of Song, but is Tang Dynasty, because someone, anonymous painter, made a very careful copy of Zhang Xuan's original Tang Dynasty work. So what is women's dress? So as I mentioned, they have a high waist skirt. Like a waist is not here, waist all the way high on the chest, and then you have some sort of upper garment tucked in inside your skirt, and then as a decorative piece, you may have a shawl in different colors. And then the young girls, so these are three adult ladies, but the young girls have a little different hair. And you can see the girls usually have hair down like this. You have a division right in the middle, and then you make that like a rabbit style ears hanging down, or like this, it's a young girls, versus women have updo style, right, like a hair up, and then make a bun on the top. And these are their beautiful hair decorations, and you can see the hair mark of the beauty mark on the face. So girls have a long robe, and then under they have a different skirt, right? But for adult women, these are the most fashionable dress of the time. So it's very exotic. It's ironing. You can see the hot iron plate, and then charcoal here. So court ladies are working on garment treatment. So it's a topic is also related to our East Asian costume. But the most important painter of Tang Dynasty court ladies is Zhou Fang. His name is Zhou Fang. And there is a painting called Ladies Wearing Flowers in Their Hair. And here you can see really an imperial court ladies in most lavish clothes and enjoying summer, enjoying spring times. So they are admiring beautiful peony clothes. And then this lady also has a little dog following her. And then the crane is a symbol of faith or like a long-lasting relationship. And then continues, it's a hand scroll. It's a long hand scroll. And then each lady has a follower. So here a lady is following with a big fan for this lady. And then another group, this court lady is entertaining a small dog with some sort of like a pet toy, right? Like a throwing either feather or something, so that dog is excited. So this is the most important source of Tang Dynasty fashion among highest level of people. And they also put a lot of makeup. Like it is known that they put white powders on their face, and then as you can see, that artificial eyebrows are in the middle of the forehead, right? And then you have tiny eyes, and mouth is almost invisible. That's because they preferred really tiny lips. So as a painting, it is more like a beautiful images of ladies with images of flowers, birds, and insects, and praising their beauty. But from history of costume perspective, these are the most expensive and lavish Chinese silk at the time. You see the medallion pattern? So the background is red, right? And then you can have red silk without any patterns like this, like a red over here as well. But then the medallions, like a pearl string medallions in the middle of it, that is the most lavish techniques that Chinese people had. And usually the medallion itself is composed of like a 3 to 4 colors. And then you have red, so it's not embroidery. You have to weave it together to make those medallions in between, and have the black, had the red textile underneath. And then that's not it. You also need slightly diaphanous or semi-transparent veil, right? Like a very thin organza style veil, but the veil is also woven together with either floral motif, either floral or some sort of a plant motif. So the idea is underneath the shawl, dress is see-through, right? Like there is a thin see-through drapery. So if we see here, this is actually a little bit earlier, like a middle of Tang Dynasty. And then if you go to the late Tang Dynasty, they even took it off that sleeve part, and it's like a tube top dress, right? Like so, chest is where you have the tie and long dress, and then just to put the short. So very sensuous, and even quite accentuating their sexuality, right? Like basically, if you drop the shawl, what will happen? You have a bare skin. So that is the idea. And then they raise their hair even higher, right? Vertically higher. And then they put some sort of like a wire, like dangling wires as a headpiece decoration. So they all have some flower as part of decorating their hair. And then they often dangling with some wired gemstones or something. Yeah, just close up. You see like a big feathery flower decoration. So that is the idea. So that is the most important source for the reconstruction of late Tang Dynasty clothes. And when you create young buffet, this can be very important source as well. And then you may wonder, what about people less important than imperial ladies? So these are female attendants. So they are not the empress. They are following empress. So you can see their dress, but they are usually have these sleeves underneath. So the idea is the same. You have a high waist skirt, and then you have a blouse, kind of top part when they are tucked in, and then you are going to wear a shawl, maybe like this kind of shawl. So you need, in a way, 4-piece. You need a skirt, you need a blouse, you need a waistband, right? You have to tuck in, and then you have a shawl. And even ordinary women, they didn't have elaborate headpiece, but hair is usually collected together and make a bun like this.